now we can start with the macros. I just actually filmed, recorded 20 minutes of content, but I was misinforming in some places. I did some research and fixed my problem. Now we will start from the beginning. And this guide will be about the basics of macroing in EverQuest. I won't add any macros or anything for my class or character for not confusing you guys and cause some misinformation or something like that, because everybody uses their class differently, and everybody uses different spells and etc. Well, yeah, like I said on the first part of the video, I do have some graphic settings, chat management, and little basics of a request guide for our guildies in our forum, which is the Dark Rain, and they can also be found in YouTube. So we will get to that a little later on. So let's start with macros. First, you press the actions and go to socials page, Control O, and you will see this window. Then you go to second page. You will probably have empty places here. I have a lot of macros for my class for now, and for the future, I pre fixed basically. So I will use the fourth window, which is totally empty. Now, when you right click this part, or which one of the buttons you want, you get this window. It says social name. This will be the hot button name. I will make a test. And you can pick color for the text name, which I picked a red on these ones, as you guys can see. And for some of them, they have different colors here. You can pick which color you want. Now let's go with color. Yeah, color, calling something, hollering, for taunting, for example, as a warrior. You say slash from group you want to write, let's say, so slash G, which is for the group. Taunting. This is the text you want to write. So I put it like this. I do it like it. And I put one space and percentage T. Percentage T is putting your target's name there. And we just put one more space, but, taunting this target. Then we go to basics. For warrior disciplines, combat abilities, these are called DISC as a code. My dog is hitting my hand right now, one moment. I will put her picture in the end of the video so you guys can see what I'm messing with every day. All right, let's go. Disc. Disc is for the combat abilities. So I will have a combat ability that is taunting for this code. Let's say Scoff. Scoff raises hatred plus reduces the damage for next 2 hits you're gonna get striked as a warrior. So that's kind of cool. A disc code is for the names of the spells. So Scoff, the combat abilities, discs. So you need to write the name correctly after putting one space between the disc code and the name of the skill. And if you have the rank 2, rank 3 versions of these spells, you need to put one more space, RK dot space II, which is for the 2 you can see here. These stripes you are doing with making capital I not small l's or something like that. So RK dot space II for rank 2 skill. If you are rank 3, RK dot space III, which with 3 I's. So for Scuff, we don't have any rank. So I will put just Scuff, the name. Then I want to activate an alternate ability, which is AA. After that, for popping a defensive, right? So alternate abilities is activated by yeah, actually, you know what? Defensive, offensive, more hatred, it's just a concept. So I will just take the Warlord's Fury skill. Uh, Alternate abilities are activated by ability activation IDs, which is showing on the first line of description when you click on a skill, alternate ability. So Warlord's Fury is 688, but for activating alternate abilities, you do not use discipline code, which is /disc. You use alt/alt space activate. Then you put one more space and you write the code of the activation ID 688. So it will basically, when we press this button, it will say on the group chat, it will say taunting this target. It will use this skill and it will pop this alternate ability as well, right behind it. This is for the melee classes, except the alternate activation. It is same for all the classes, but for the melees we use disc. But for the spellcasters, you have this window. Okay, this is your spellbook. This is slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, slot 4, slot 5, slot 6, slot 7, slot 8, and it goes up to 14, I guess. For the casters. I believe it does. But for activating as a spellcaster, you use /cast and you put the slot name of the spell you put on your hotbars in spell window. If you want to activate the first slot, you write cast 1. If you want to activate the fifth one, you want to cast 5. And it will do that. So this is very basic for spellcasters, as well as the melee ones. But we have more timer management. I will show you in a moment after I'm done with this. And if you want to complete this task, you can also write like, I don't know, /g taunted. That, that target that. So taunting this target, cast this spell, cast this skill, activate this skill, taunted this target. So we will say accept, and I will show you in action. Let's go. This target. And I'm just popping my mercenary just to be able to write on group chat. I don't want to miss anything on the chat. Yeah, good morning, blah, blah, blah. All right, so let's clear this text and test our macro. Bang. See? It said on the party, taunting, combat dummy Dana, taunted combat dummy Tina. And in between this text, it casted Warlord's Fury. As you can see here, it's on cooldown. And it casted Cough. It's also on cooldown. Scoff. So it's extremely basic macro making. So you can play around with it however you like. I'll just remove this. All right, the video ended there. I had to start another one. I was going to show you guys as a combat classes, which has combat abilities, how to manage them properly when you are making a macro. You should always click on the timer and see if those spells or combat abilities sharing the same number in timer. If they are sharing the same number and they are in the same macro, it will cast only the first one you put on the upper lines, and it will not cast the other ones because they all will go to cooldown at the same time. Because they are sharing the same cooldown timer. But it doesn't work for minus ones. Minus ones are it can be used in the same macro because they have very low reuse times. You can put 5 skills and you can just spam it, which I have here in DPS 1. DPS 1 is basically my DPS 1 macro is basically throw jab, dash, punch through, rank 2, and knuckle snap, and alternate activation, which is, I believe it's a rampage. So I'm just basically spamming this when I'm working on a single target. And if I want to burst, I do have burst macro as well, which pops a lot of alternate abilities, which is gut punch and stuff like that, and also discipline at the same time. I believe this is smarter. Is a smarter way to do this is making discipline pop first. I made a mistake there. See, I just noticed. Strike, discipline. Oh my god, my dyslexic. And for here, let's change alternate activate 800. So it's better now. It will pop the mighty strikes. Let's try it right now. It will pop the mighty strike discipline, which is we will see the effect here. It will run out. Then it will pop the most of the instacast and high damage alternate abilities I put already. Let's say let's start a melee attack. Oh yeah, you can see the numbers are 17,000 per. Hey, I'm just critting insanely, and I can just spam DPS 1 macro as well, which will see crushing combo. This is insane. I love it. I love Gorebringer. I'm 92 right now, and I'm already able to solo Char's landing location. Gorebringer is extremely fun when you know what you are doing. I have total control over my spells, skills, and combat skills, and etc. That's why I am able to survive. Most players cannot because they don't read in their spare time, which I do often. I read my disciplines, I read my spells, etc. Let's just go and sit for now. Yes, combat music is over. So this was the macros. There is also codes for using items and using popping, basically. Let's call them popping. Let's popping this perks on your items as a macro. So you can basically make a macro or macros to pop all your equipment buffs. Then instead of clicking like I'm doing right now, let's say, yeah, just click on this, click on that, click on this, just pop all the skills and spells, etc. from my items, and then I'm ready to do combat and stuff like that, right? But instead, I could make a macro, and I could basically use those macros for just clicking 2 buttons and popping all my items. Plus, you can also add your potion usage, etc., into those macros, which makes it a lot easier to burst and stuff like that. But they're a little bit more advanced. So my guide is designated for you players that are new in the game or semi-new, let's say a couple months of experience, but still don't use any macros and stuff like that. I'm just trying to make it easier for you guys. My advanced guides will come after I hit 125, because right now I don't feel it's right to teach players advanced stuff because before I master it or at least get really good at it. So yeah, that was making macros. And if you want to make your UI look like this in the future, you can first follow my guides about better chat management and cleaner UI settings, which I will show on my YouTube really quick. Switch account, yeah, right here. And my videos, yeah, right here. This video I do have 8 days ago. You can write it on YouTube and find it yourself. It's public. This is for making how to make UI settings. Then, only thing I did for making putting a makeup over it is just right clicking them. Window, background, click texture. When you click texture, it will be white, and you will go to background again and click tint color and pick a color for the window. Then you will right click it again, then go to alpha settings of the window and normal level. How much you drop this level, it will be that much transparent. So you will have this semi-transparent, colorful look of it, of your UI. Yeah, I hope I was helpful today. I'm so glad that I installed my better microphone this time, so it's a lot better sound quality. And let's take a picture of my dog for the moment. So, as I promised, yeah, she's right here. Yeah, like this, maybe. All right. Then I just raise my hand. Goodbye, people.